On the 23rd of December, Joseph Parker stunned the boxing scene when he defeated Deontay Wilder. You might be wondering whether Parker really exposed Wilder, but the real question is, should Wilder retire? Let's find out. Alright, Joseph Parker's already coming out strong. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Joseph Parker is friends with Tyson Fury. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe his trainer worked in Tyson Fury's camp in his second Wilder fight. So, not only does Joseph Parker have the full blueprint of the 3 fights that Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder had, but his coach was in Tyson Fury's camp and he's friends with Tyson Fury. So, of all the times to be able to beat, now would be the time. And what he's doing well at is he's going into the clinch right after throwing his punches so that Wilder doesn't come over with an overhand or hook or whatever. And now, these punches he's throwing here aren't going to do much damage, these clinch punches. And you see Joseph Parker's kind of recklessly jumping in, but one of the good things about that is it's hard to time. Now if Wilder does time it, this could be detrimental for Parker, but so far he hasn't. And also another thing I've noticed is Wilder's changed his style. This has been ever since his fight against Hellenius. He's gone for more of a square, passive style. It's the same style that his coach had, and he beat his coach before. So he had a fight with his coach, and he beat him, and now his coach is training him. Obviously, he didn't have a fight with his coach when his coach was his coach. He had a fight with his coach when his coach was his opponent, which that's kind of mad. I don't know why he hired him as a trainer, but this new style seems to be a massive detriment to Wilder, because remember, not only is he completely changing his style after being used to one style for so long, but he's in his late 30s, and you know the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That is because the older you get, the harder it is to learn something new, which is why I don't think it's a good idea for Wilder to change his style now. I think if anything, he needs to work on his technique, but he shouldn't change his style. Parker's also disabling Wilder because he's throwing these double jabs. While Wilder throws his one jab, which might hit, but he's getting hit with another jab after, and he's being pressed back. Oof, Wilder just about missed that shot. It was close. It seems like Wilder is kind of afraid to hit back. As I say that, he comes over with another shot, but yeah, I don't know. It seems like he's very much on the back foot. He doesn't want to come back on the front foot. Maybe it's because he's trying to get his distance so that he can throw that right hand. But right now, he's not having much luck with it. Right now, I've paused at a good time. You see when Parker throws his overhand, you could say it's sloppy, and it is kind of, but at the same time, it's what he needs to do to hit or try and hit Wilder and not get hit himself, because he's well out the way being down here. And yeah, he might not hit. He might have a 20% hit rate, but when he's hitting those shots, or even when he's missing, the chance of him getting hit back by Wilder is minimal. Yeah, Joseph Parker's doing a good job of ducking, because a lot of the time Wilder will come over with that overhand, and since Parker's naturally smaller than him, it's easier for him to duck underneath those shots. Now the only way Wilder could really counter this is by just going to the body, but he seems to not do that. If he did go to the body, he would pose as a much bigger threat to Parker, because, well, if Parker's trying to avoid his shots to the head, he's going to go to the body, and Parker's going to feel those shots, especially from Wilder. You see, he tried the uppercut, but he did miss. Oh, he's gone against the ropes. Oh, he's come back out. Wow. Oh, wow. Look at those overhands. This is what Parker needs to do, though. Just go right at him and just hit him with everything he's got. It might be sloppy, but if he gets the job done, he gets the job done. And Wilder just has no idea what to do. In that scenario, though, what Parker should do is, obviously, he's in the moment and he's just going at it. But if he went to the body right now, he could do some serious damage, because Wilder's currently just worrying about his head. He's not thinking about shots to the body because, well, Parker's only throwing to the head. So if Parker suddenly mixes up, goes to the body, and then maybe goes to the head afterwards, one, he's going to do more damage because he's hitting Wilder to the body, and Wilder won't be prepared for that. But also, if he does catch Wilder off guard with that, then he's more likely to hit the shot to the head, because that will stop Wilder in his tracks and might potentially leave him to bring his guard down a bit further, leaving his chin open. Boom. Oh, what an overhand. Wilder's got a chin on him, you know. I'll give him that. He's firm in these overhands. Boom, nice. But you can see here, Wilder is loading his shots so hard, and he's telegraphing like crazy. You can see here, right as he's done this with his rear arm down, his lead arm trying to gauge the distance, you already know he's going to try and throw that right hand. And also, because his footwork isn't great, it means when he's trying to hit that right hand, he gets too close. As you can see, he's gauging the distance, and then Parker goes back, so he jumps way too far forwards, so that when he throws that right hand, it doesn't really do anything, because he can't put that full extension on it. If Wilder had technique like, say, Anthony Joshua, he would demolish the heavyweight boxing scene, like demolish all of them. If you look back to the Hellenius fight, the fact that he got so much power by throwing from here to here on the back foot and knocking Hellenius out cold. Yet granted, Hellenius was coming forward, but I can guarantee you that no other heavyweight boxer of this era could do that with that punch and knock Hellenius out like he did. Like, yeah, probably knock him down. I can agree with that with a couple fighters, but knock him out cold like that, I don't think so. Oh, Wilder almost caught Parker with a winging uppercut. If he didn't wind up his hook as much, he would have hit Parker earlier, that would have stunned him before he hit Wilder with that fat overhand. And he could have done a lot more damage, but he got caught with the overhand in the end, which nullified a lot of the damage that uppercut would have done. Oh, damn. Now, the reason why Wilder keeps getting caught with these overhands is because he's in the Philly shell stance, or this is kind of a more sloppy version of it right here. But he's in that Philly shell stance with his lead arm down. And the problem with that is if you're not switched on, the left side of your face is completely open. And an overhand can be like the Philly shell's weakness here. Now, obviously, if you play it right, you can dodge that. But Wilder does not have the technique to do that. And the thing is, what Parker does a good job of is he waits for Wilder to throw. Because once he throws that jab, that's Parker's cue to throw that overhand and just boom, catch some of it. Wilder's taking some big shots, to be fair. Like, I'll give him his dues. He's taking these shots. 12 rounds of punishment. To be fair, Parker's taking some shots as well. He took that right hand. I mean, it wasn't Wilder's most powerful right hand, but it was a Wilder right hand nevertheless. Yeah, a lot of clinching. And end of the fight, I did not expect this. I'll be honest, I thought Wilder would win. Not because I thought he would outskill Parker, no. I knew Parker would beat him in terms of points. I knew he'd dominate him throughout the fight, but I thought Wilder would pull out the bag at the end. I thought he would just come over with a right hand at some point in that fight and win the whole fight, like he did with Hellenius, and just knock him out like that. I was going to say this is the biggest shock in boxing this year, but no. This is the second biggest shock in boxing, because number one is, of course, Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou. That was the biggest shock. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, though. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.